From a world beneath the earth to one amongst the trees, and the county of Dumfries and Galloway in the southwest corner of Scotland. Just north of the border with England is Galloway Forest Park, a 370 square mile area that features a staggering 1 million trees. What makes woodlands like these so important is that they play host to a whole variety of wildlife, and this one is home to a very special mammal. Closely related to weasels and ferrets, the pine marten was once the second most common carnivore in Britain. Now it's the second rarest. And I'm here to try to see one in the wild.
Come on, Zell. Where is he? Where is he?
It's the job of conservationists Johnny Burks and John Martin, with some help from their dogs, to find these elusive creatures.
We don't see them very often, so we have to be content with finding the signs they leave behind them.
We have 2 dogs with us.
They're what we call scat detection dogs. This is Zella, she's the clever one. And there's Dooley, and he's semi-retired. And they've been trained to get a bit excited at the smell of pine marten poo.
Dogs have a sense of smell that's 1,000 times better than ours, which means that Zella and Dooley can not only find the pine marten droppings, but they can also tell the difference between them and what's been left behind by other forest inhabitants, like badgers or deer.
Hey, Dooley, you clever dog.
Good doggy, Dooley.
Hey.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
You may. It's been very dry, so they dry out pretty quickly. And they use these for communication. As it comes out of the back end of the pine marten, the anal scent glands give it a coating of scent that is distinctive to that individual. They put these out deliberately in places like the centre of a track, knowing that other martens will find them, and then they can exchange information.
This is pine marten social media. There's a wealth of information in this scat, telling all the other pine martens who you are, how old you are, what reproductive state you're in.
Have you had a good smell of that?
For me, it's got a rich, deep, savoury marmite.
Ah!
John and Johnny use finds like these to plot the pine marten's movements through the forest, along with recording footage on cameras hidden in the woods.
We've recorded pine martens pooing many times now, and they do this amazing thing that we call the hip wiggle. And we don't know why they do it. Would you like me to demonstrate?
Absolutely.
What we've observed on the camera, and this is a poor approximation, but they squat like that, and watch my bum. They do that.
No, they don't.
Would you like to try it? Come on.
I need evidence.
It comes out in a pattern, and it's often an S shape. I've even seen a complete circle where they've just done it in an O. In fact, many letters of the alphabet and some numbers as well. At the end of a hard day searching for scats, it sometimes feels like they're writing little messages to us, you know?
I have this picture in my head of all these pine martens writing out "Good evening" as they poop, leaving messages for all the scientists. Do they ever do 8s?
Yes,
No, they don't.
I have a photograph on my computer. I have a photograph.
I was kidding.
A beautiful figure of 8.
But it's more than their messages that keeps Johnny coming back each year to track them. What makes the pine marten special to you, Johnny?
They are an exceptionally attractive, beautiful animal. They have a grace, they have a charm, they have a delicacy about them that I find particularly appealing. They are a spirit of the woods. All those things make the pine marten very special to me.
As we head deeper into the forest, I'm keeping everything crossed that we might yet get to meet one of Britain's rarest animals.
You can hear something. You can hear something.
Losing yourself in the great outdoors. Voltarol, proud sponsors of Countrywise.
If the unexpected turns your world upside down, we'll help put things back to the way they were.
I want me tell them.
Shake that boom, 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 whoa. Alright, so boom, you know how it goes. Shut down, wave, my shop, the day show. I get hype. Shake the nitro pillow.
Shake that bum 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 bum. Wind that bum 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 bum. Go bum 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 bum.
You were made to move. We were made to help you. Lucozade Sport, made to move.
Whoa.
All right, over and out. Okay, let's wait a little more.
Alexa, what's in the diary for today?
Today at 6 p.m, Buster is back from the vet.
Alexa, add tennis balls and dog biscuits to my shopping list.
I've added tennis balls and dog biscuits to your shopping list.
Alexa, play my Buster playlist.
An opening night on Broadway is kind of magic. I'm Beowulf Borat, and I'm a Broadway set designer. When I started designing Bronx Tale, the musical, I came up with this idea of 4 towers. I'll build a little model and add these details in with a pen. I could never do that with a Mac. This Windows PC is amazing.
Losing yourself in the great outdoors. Voltarol, proud sponsors of Countrywise.
I'm in Galloway, Britain's largest forest park. Stretching from seashore to mountaintop, it's a wild gem tucked away in this quiet corner of Scotland. Hidden deep in this woodland, I'm hoping to catch sight of one of our rarest carnivores, the pine marten. Conservationists Johnny Burks and John Martin are monitoring the boxes fixed to trees across the forest, where they hope pine martens will come to breed. And John has got some exciting news.
There's a bit of poo on the box.
Oh gosh, are you kidding?
On the lid.
Oh, there are scabs on the top of the box. Keeping everything crossed, that's a sign of kids and not just a pine marten.
Can I have my binoculars back?
No. My heart is beating through my chest right now. I've never seen a pine marten in the wild before. Every spring, John and Johnny keep a close eye on these boxes. It's their job to keep track of pine marten populations here. We're hoping there's a baby pine marten known as a kit in the box.
Oh, you can hear something. It's either an adult growling at him or it's a kid. We don't know yet. We think we've got one kid.
It's the moment I've been waiting for. I'm about to meet my very first pine marten.
Little tail poking out. We've got a single animal. It was quite vocal. She might have thought it was the mother returning. And then she was quite passive. Poor.
Hello, beauty. Hello.
Are the eyes open yet?
No, I don't think so.
No, the eyes still shut.
So that means how old is it?
Well, it could be only 4 weeks.
A male or female?
It's a little boy.
A little boy.
If I hold him,
And I can sample
and
for
you can
you?
take the hair sample.
Sure. Oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful little thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
We're taking hair samples so that the team can build a family tree of the pine martens in this forest, which will allow them to monitor the fate of this kit for the rest of its life.
Good luck, little one. We'll be rooting for you. I've held a pine marten kit in the wild. I'm so grateful. I can't believe my luck. I'm a little bit giddy right now.